Good morning, students. Today we are just going to see about three states of matter. Okay. One is solid, liquid, and gases. Okay. What's the name? Come on, say. Solid, liquid, and gas. We have already talked about that. This is a duster where this is full of solid, where it is tightly packed. When I just go to press it, just see my finger is not going inserted it. It is just taking the same shape. Is the shape any of the shape is changed over here? No, the shape was not changed and it remains the same. The shape always remains the same because it is just totally and tightly packed. Not even this, even you can just take this bench also. When I'm just going to press the bench, is there any shape of the bench is changed? No, it just remains the same. So it's nothing but why it is happening means it is fully tightly packed. Because there is no gap in between. When there is a gap in between the objects only, there will be a displacement created and also the shape will be changing. For example, when I'm just going to see this water, when I'm just going to insert it, what is happening? The water level is increasing. This is because there is some spaces created inside this water when I just go to insert my hand. This is because there is only less space created and also the objects what is present inside is not tightly packed and it is always loosely packed. Or loosely packed. Here, can we see here? No, we cannot see here. We can just only feel the air. What we can do? We can just only feel the air because it is so loosely packed that the atoms are just only very loosely packed. Got it clear? The solid are very tightly packed, liquid are just little tightly packed, and gas are totally free enough. Gases are totally free enough. You can just see certain experiments with water here. Just see this water. See this is a soap. I'm just going to put it inside. What is happening? It has gone inside and it is up and it is submerged totally. But got it clear? Because this is just totally tightly packed. Just see this, and this is an empty bowl. This is an empty bowl. When I'm just going, what will happen? It is not submerged inside. It is just only floating. It is just only floating because this object is only lightly packed. This is not that much weight enough. Okay, because this is totally packed. The same thing, we are just going to keep it along with this. What it is happening? It is just submerged inside because the weight is totally increased. The weight is totally increased. And also, one thing they have told you in your book, which is nothing but they have talked about the Dead Sea. They have talked about the Dead Sea, which is the saltiest lake in the world. Which is the saltiest lake in the world. And what it contains is that 1 liter of that water has 300 grams of water, 300 grams of salt. 1 liter of water contains how much? 300 grams of salt. Because we already know that seawater is always salty, right? Have you drank seawater? Just say me yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Seawater is always salty. But what the content which is inside the salt is more saltier. So when you are going to swim in that sea, we cannot swim. Usually in any sea we can swim. But in Dead Sea, what we can do? We cannot swim. This is only because because of the salt content. Because of salt content. That too, how much? Very high salt content. How much? Very high salt content. We cannot swim. For example, just see here. What is happening? When I'm just going to take when I'm going to put little amount of salt, it will just dissolve it. Got it clear? Just see here, it is dissolving. But at the same time, when I'm just see this. See this glass and this glass, okay? Here I have put only 1 spoon of salt, so it is totally dissolved. But when there are excess amount of salt, what will happen? It will not dissolve. Only which is required for this water alone, that quantity alone only will be dissolved, and the rest alone will not be dissolved. You see that the salt is settled down. Can you see this? Can you see this? The salt is totally dissolved? No. See here. This is only called as your density. This is called as your density. Got it clear? Density is nothing but the solidity of the substance. It's nothing but the solidity of the substance. Because for every liquid, there are certain amount of liquid to be dissolved. Only till that it will be dissolving, and the rest amount what it will be doing. It will not be dissolving, and it will just remains the same. Got it clear? This is the same condition for this Dead Sea also. For this Dead Sea also, what it is? The same condition where the salt content is very high. Where salt content is very high, because of that salt content inside that water, inside the sea water, what is happening? We cannot swim. We cannot swim inside the sea. Not only that, there is no. We cannot expect any organization to just live in this Dead Sea. Usually, we can see that in sea we can see many fishes. Got it here? Like what? Shark, dolphins, every kind of microorganisms, small crabs, tortoise, everything is available in all other seas. But because of this high salt content, what is happening? In the Dead Sea, there is no organization to be. It's just totally dead. Because of that, the name is given for that. It's a Dead Sea. It is a Dead Sea. Got it clear? Displacement is nothing but the space occupied by a submerged body. For example, when I am just changing this one, right? We all have seen this. Can you see this? When I am just seeing it, listen here, it is not totally floating. Only it will be just till this only will be floating, and other parts no, it will be just totally immersed. It's nothing but only immersed. So because of what is happening, the space occupied by the submerged body only is called as a displacement. That area is called as your displacement. This is the thing which is not always maintained in it. Okay, wow. It can be a duster, but just see here. is just floating. It is just floating. Got it? Right? Even though if it is very thick, even though the dust is very thick, what is happening? It is not immersed totally because of the displacement. The same way, even if we just take the log, when you just go to take the log and put it in the very big bucket of water, what will happen? It will just go inside. But at the same time, when you just go to put it in the river or in a big lake, what it will be doing? It will be floating. That is also only because of this displacement. Got it clear? Thank you, students.